Don't think. Feel. It's like a finger pointing to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger. All you is all that heavenly glow. Do you understand?
Yes, indeed. Alright guys, this video, what can I say? It's another rambling video. But today I want to talk about thinking outside the box. I think this is a good topic. I would like to bring some others to this discussion. I would like to ask everyone, do you consider yourself an out-of-the-box thinker? Do you consider yourself a defiant one? Nah. Because see, it's funny because most of the time when you're doing things out of the ordinary, people will label you as defiant if you don't follow the normal rules. If you don't think like everybody else, then you're considered to be a defiant one. I think thinking outside the box is very important. It seems to me that when you're an outside the box thinker, a lot of you're able to create like ideas. You just come up with so many different ideas. It's almost like not having any limits. You have no limits when it comes to thinking. But if you're stuck inside the box, it's kind of hard to come up with with ideas. And this can apply to a lot of areas, language learning, everything. And you have people and like I don't really, those people that can't think outside the box, I don't condemn them or I don't look down on them, because I look at the whole picture. Like because a lot of the times, like those people that can't think outside the box, they're just, that's how they were raised. Like they're in the system, like they were taught by the system to stay inside the box. You need us. You can't do anything on your own, right? So they get us from like a very young age. I think between the age of 1 to 7, that's probably between the age of 1 to 7. That's the crucial time. That's a very, very crucial time of programming a child, between the age of 1 and 7. And it's kind of hard to break out of that. Once you get older, you think in a certain way. Like I used to be an inside the box thinker. Once people, brought up some sort of ideas like, oh, you could do this, you can, run your own business, you should try this. It's like, nah, I don't want to do that. I just want to, I just go to school, get a degree, and get a job, get married, and that's it. That's it. That's what it is when you thinking inside the box. And like I don't know, it's just for me being an outside the box thinker, it's helped me a lot, like especially like in language learning. Like I strongly believe that if it weren't for me thinking outside the box, coming up with different ideas and whatnot, there would be no such thing as an FLR technique. It wouldn't even be possible, because that technique by me coming up with that technique, I've done so much exploring different languages, and I've been trying different techniques with different languages, and it's helped me to come up with that technique. Like it's just, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's I don't know, like for me it's to the point now, if give me any language, it doesn't matter what language. I'm not tooting my horn or anything, but give me any language. It doesn't matter what language it is. I'm able to learn that language as long as I can find some. If I can find some resources or a community of people, I already know what I need to do. I know what I need to do, because I have the mind. I have the mind. I'm able to think outside the box. It's just I have no limits. You see? So yeah, this is really good, and I would love to raise my kids as outside the box thinkers, because you can't learn this in school. They don't teach you stuff in school. They don't teach you how to think for yourself. They don't teach you how to survive. And like these type of things are very important. If something happens, and you rely on the government, to come and save you, you're going to be in trouble. you're going to be in serious trouble. So hold on for a second, I have to stop this. So yeah, as I was saying, I mean, you can't think for yourself, you don't know how to survive, you totally screwed. You know, and again, I don't look down on people who can't think outside the box, but you're just putting a limit on yourself. You just so limited. Like it's really bad. Some people are content with that, but for me, everything I've accomplished up to this point, it would not be possible if it weren't for me being able to think outside the box. It just wouldn't be possible, because I'll have I'll have like so many limits. Like I know people who went to, like for example, I know people who went to college, like let's say language, like they study Chinese or Japanese. They study these languages. They start from scratch. You know, they learned these languages all through school. They went overseas, studied, got a job, speak the language near native level. But when it comes to learning another language, they have no idea what to do. And you would think, like, you would think like, wow, this person has gotten to this high level. Why is he having a problem trying to learn another language? It's because of the process. Like, they don't know how, because the way they were taught, they weren't taught how to go outside the box. They weren't taught these things inside. They weren't taught these things at school. They were taught a certain way. So it's like when they get to a certain level and they want to, like for example, if I learned Chinese in university and I've gotten to a high level and I want to learn something like Korean or Japanese, more than likely 9 times out of 10 I'm going to go back to school and I'm going to go through the same process, and I'm spending more money, you know, because I don't know what to do. I have no idea where to start because I'm stuck in the box, and that's what happens, you know. I had a lot of people, they come to me, you know, I had people better than me in like a particular language, Chinese, they, you know, on a higher level than I was, you know, and they asked me what do they need to do to get to this level. They asked me what they need to do to start learning another language, you know. And this is just because I know how, the reason why I know how to learn languages is because I know how to think outside the box. By me being able to think outside the box, I was able to come up with these different techniques on how to learn languages. You see? So yeah, it's a good thing, and it's I think that it's important for us to, you know, I think to raise our kids as outside the box thinkers. Now, I mean, I think these kids could still go to these schools, but I don't know. If you, the education, the real education is at home. If you depend on these public schools and these other schools out here, you put you make your children go to, you can't really depend on them to help your child in that respect. They can't teach your child how to survive and think for themselves, because they basically want you to do what they want. They want you to think in the way they think. They basically want you to be a slave. So, all right, that's enough rambling. So my question to you guys is, do you consider yourself outside of the box thinkers? And if you do, what are some examples? Why do you think you're an outside the box thinker? All right, that's it for this video, and I look forward to you guys' comments.